out, speak up. Now I don't even know what happened to my screen today, so I can't see myself there. I love seeing myself there, but anyway, today I can't, but it's okay, guys. All right, so stand out, speak up every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. UK time and 8:30 p.m. Kenyan time. You know, I love when I have guests in the studio, when it's how do you call this thing that the people are the other side, you're the other side. I'm even forgetting the name because we don't do it a lot anymore. Virtual, Zoom. I don't like that because then that boom is not there. So today in the studio, I have two powerful ladies. I call these ladies, women of substance. If you know what that means. Women of tenacity. Yes? You know, before women used to be just in the kitchen and cooking. Now, we multitask. We cook, we work, and these women are powerful women.
Thank you.
And you look beautiful. Thank you for coming to my studio at the last minute. So I'll just let you introduce yourselves before we can continue. So yes, I'll start with you, Alice. So you can introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you, Lydia, for having us today. My name is Alice Kemohu. I'm head of personal banking at National Bank. Thank you.
Thank you. And National Bank where? Korea, South Korea?
National Bank Kenya.
Okay.
Kenya.
Korea, really. You have to specify. Okay.
Thank you, Lydia. My name is Caroline Mutunga. I am in charge of diaspora banking and money transfer at National Bank of Kenya.
Wow. So today we have people with money. So my producers are leaving today. Today you're leaving money here, right? These are bankers, people with money. So I'm just telling my producers today, producers, they're going to buy us dinner, they're going to buy us drink. You know, we have brought you people with money in the studio today, so you should be really happy for that. Okay, so National Bank of Kenya, I know we have national banks everywhere. I mean, probably in each country, but they're all different. Whatever their processes, their procedures are, probably they're all different. So tell us more about the National Bank in Kenya.
So National Bank is a financial institution and it's one of the biggest banks in Kenya. It's actually 53 years old.
Wow.
This year. Yes,
wow.
It's that old. And 3 years ago we were acquired by KCB, so we are a subsidiary of KCB Group. We have remained, we have actually we've become very profitable and remained profitable in the last 3 years. And for us, really, the sky is the limit.
Wow. Okay. Well done. Anything you want to add on to that?
No, she put it perfectly.
Perfectly. Yes. Okay. So I know you have National Bank because I've been there. I've visited your offices so many times. So these guys are real and they're genuine. They're not those dodgy ones that have offices somewhere. When you go the next day, they're not there. You know, there's so many things like happening like that. We have to be very careful. And personally, as Lydia Techolet, and as Kenya and Friends in the Park, we don't roll with people who are not legit. So these guys are legit. And I know you do have loads of different projects that you do, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us any projects that you guys have? If you have anything new that will make me pay that, you know, tickets are very expensive now. That will make me pay a ticket to come to Kenya. What are the different projects that you have, especially for diaspora?
New and exciting, Lydia. But you don't really have to come to Kenya. That's why we have diaspora banking, because the whole point of diaspora banking is that you can do it from here,
wow,
at home, comfortably, without, you know how you say, like how you said you go to an office and then tomorrow it's not there.
Yes.
So the point of doing it with a reputable bank is that you want to do it, you don't want to lose your money, right? And you want to be able to ideally profit from it. So what is new and exciting at National Bank? National Bank has in the last year gone into what we call water and sanitation health. So in short, WASH. What we're doing for clients under that, both diaspora and local, is we help you do boreholes on your land. So a lot of Kenyans in the diaspora, for example, have land and they want to construct, but they're not in Kenya to be able to do that. And we know how hard construction projects are. You lose a lot of money and so on and so forth. So we said, okay, we're going to have a product for you that you can do farming, because we know that also is saving a lot of, you know, lives, and is also very profitable right now in Kenya. So you can do a borehole on your land and do farming for whatever, to sell locally, to sell internationally, we are willing as a bank to finance you, give you a loan for 48 months to do the borehole. So we drill, we give you the pump, and we give you solar.
Wow.
So we call it borehole in a box. So you are able to go into, so we take care of that part of getting you water, then you can take care of the rest of it.
Okay. And for me to benefit with all this, with what you just spoke about, the borehole as well, must I be banking with National Bank?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes.
I must be a client first.
But you don't have to have been a client for so long. So ideally, if we met today, you can open the account and still be able to benefit.
Oh, so there's no cooling period. Okay, all right. Wow, did you hear that, guys? This is great, especially for farmers, because I know now farming is actually booming in Kenya right now.
It is.
Yeah. Wow, thank you so much. So I also want to ask, I know you have products as well, different products, especially something that really, really caught my eyes with you guys, and a lot of diaspora need this product, insurance. A lot of diaspora need this. It doesn't matter where we are, because we're really, really struggling with something like this, because we've tried other companies, and I'm not mentioning names, who are really dodgy, and because I'm into insurance myself, that's what I do, and I've called some companies in Kenya, and one day I actually called for almost a week just to find out about insurance products that they have, different policies that they have. I couldn't get through, but when I found out that you guys do this, I mean, that's, for me, that's my unique selling point, because I know a lot of people, not just a lot of people, every single person in diaspora needs this. Okay. So you talk to us about these products that you have.
Yes, I think insurance is very critical, and especially, when you have even family back home, because what happens is that family depends a lot on their members in the diaspora. So you realize maybe you have you have brothers, sisters who have children, and come school fees time, you have to send money for school fees. You have ailing parents or aging parents, and sometimes you have to pay their medical bills. And sometimes you see, I mean, you've not planned for it.
Yeah.
So what we at National Bank have done is that we have, insurance policies, insurance for, we have, of course, what really would benefit a diaspora would be the education policy. The medical policy, and you also have the last expense. I mean, I know that expatriating, repatriating, the remains of a loved one back home is very expensive.
Yes.
So what has happened is that with this policy now, we pay you money, and you can decide whether you're going to clear the bills. The person has actually acquired from maybe hospital expenses, or you can transport the body back home. Yes.
So I know you say there's last expense and medical and also education.
Yes.
So can you tell us, how does this education work? How does it work?
So for instance, Lydia Tet wants to have a policy, an education policy, and so that's your educational policy. Then you say who your beneficiaries will be, so you know who your beneficiary are. Your beneficiary could be your children, your sister, your nieces, nephews, So in the event that it matures at the point of maturity, then of course those are the funds that will pay you, and you can use them to educate whoever it is, the beneficiary. The other thing would be that they also have payouts, payouts that come in every 2 years, depending on the policy, the way the policy is structured. So you could structure it in a time when the children or the child is actually finishing, maybe class 8, and they're going to high school, then from high school to university. So you structure it in a way that it will benefit, it will benefit you, so that you don't have to start, stressing that come after, this child gets to going to high school. then you don't have money, so you have to take a loan.
Yes.
Or it's time to go to university, you have to take a loan. I mean, life has become very expensive. But you see now this eases your way, because you spread it out over a period of time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with this, I'm still on this one, sorry, because I know this is probably my area of interest as well. So how long does it take to mature? Do you have a period of time, and with the premiums as well? How do you determine who is paying, how the premiums are?
Okay, so a policy could run anywhere between 10 to 20 years. So 10 to 20 years. So you see, the payments will be spread out within the term of the policy. And then also payouts will be determined by if it's a 15-year policy. So you look at it and tell us, what, in the 4th year I would like to get my first payout, because you have you already know you expect the funds most probably to put the child in high school or to take them to university, because that's where really parents get really pressured when it comes to paying off school fees. So you structure, so in that period of 15 years, that come maybe the 10th year is when this child will be going to university. So you don't have to call for Harambe or or take a loan.
Nobody does Harambe anymore.
Yes. And if you do, then people won't contribute for you. How it is.
People don't contribute anymore, because someone will be like, oh, so your child is going to uni. Mine is
because insurance is very important.
It is.
Very, very important.
But how does the medical work?
So the medical will be, for medical, usually it will be for people back home. I mean,
my mom,
your
my
mom, your
dad,
your family members. So you can, instead of having to keep sending them money when they are, illness is never planned for, it's so unexpected. So it comes at a time when you don't even have money sometimes. So what happens is that when you do the medical cover, you will, the beneficiary would be the parents, your dad, your mom, and sisters, that's fine, yes. Nuclear family, yes. So in the event that they become unwell, we have inpatient and outpatient. So if you take both covers, inpatient and outpatient, in Kenya you pay for both inpatient and outpatient. Yes. So if they go into a hospital and they're just, at casualty, then that takes care. The insurance will take care of that, And if they're admitted again, the insurance will also take care of that. So you end up not sending any money for bills, for medical bills.
Yeah, because you have. So what's the entry age? What's the age?
The age varies. It varies from whatever age to 75. The only thing, or even beyond, the only thing is that there's always a waiting period. You see, there's the waiting period for outpatient, for inpatient, because sometimes, of course, when there are underlying conditions, you also want to make sure that we are aware, or the hospitals are aware that this person who's been having this condition, so they wait for 3 months before they can access the inpatient first. But if it's an accident, if today they walked into, they had an accident, maybe they were driving, they had an accident, they were involved in a road accident, that is immediately, it's covered immediately. Yes.
And because I know that most of our parents, some parents probably, they have underlying medical issue, because I know with the insurance here there's something we do called moratorium. So do you have moratorium in your case, in your insurance? Can you do a moratorium, or you just cover anything within a given time?
Yes, that's what I said. You wait for 3 months. The moratorium is 3 months.
Okay. So if let's say, for argument's sake, someone has I've had maybe cancer, maybe let's say, because I know there's cancer is at a rise.
Yes.
Or they've had brain surgery, or they have, those critical stuff. And they now take insurance for one of my mom, my dad, or my brother, my sister, and they've had this condition, God forbid. So is that condition after the waiting period of 3 months or 6 months, whatever the pulling period is, are they going to be covered for that condition? Because in this country we don't. So I'm asking, in Kenya, do we cover them with that condition?
Yes, as long as you disclose. As long as you've given full disclosure of all the conditions that you have. So the insurance will take you in knowing that you have those conditions. Yes.
Okay. Yes. Wow, guys, did you hear that? Because I know here it's totally different. Here, if you have a condition already, that condition is not going to be covered. So we do it under moratorium. So they don't cover whatever you had already.
Or they only cover illnesses you have going forward.
Yeah, if you have something, if you take insurance today and then tomorrow, God forbid, they found out you have this, they'll cover it. But if you took it and you have that underlying medical condition already, they will not cover that.
What if you disclosed even earlier?
It doesn't matter. Of course, you have to disclose. But even if you say they will not cover whatever you have, and you have to disclose because the thing is, they are going to your GP's records.
Yes. Okay, you're right.
Right. So they won't cover you. So that thing in Kenya, that is brilliant. It's just that it's sad that it has to be for our parents.
Yes, exactly.
So what if I took it and then I come to Kenya? And then I go ill in Kenya, or even here, and then I came to Kenya for medical. Can that work?
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah, because if I know that I can't be covered in this country because I have underlying medical issue, and then I cover myself in Kenya. So when I know that I have this problem, and I know that it's caused by whatever condition I have, and this country can't help me, so can I come to Kenya for that?
As long as you have Kenya documentation, yes, you're a Kenyan.
Yes, that's right. So in fact, I'll start doing that today. Let me cover myself fully. I don't want to know Harambes. Okay, so that, and guys, it's very important because there's so many times we have this mchango, which is Harambe. And when somebody's in the hospital, I don't understand. This is something I've never understood. In Kenya, I don't know if it's robbery without violence. I don't know what it is. But in Kenya, somebody goes to the hospital, straight away is 1 million. It's 1 point, I don't know what million, 800,000.
Healthcare is expensive.
Oh, is that it?
It is very expensive.
So it's no robbery?
No, it's very expensive.
It's just expensive. Okay. So because we do have, like, every day somebody's mom is in the hospital, somebody's dad is in the hospital, we need medical bills, so if you have insurance and you have it from a source that is a reliable source, because that's the other thing that people are scared. People are scared, if I take it, will they pay? How is the payout?
Good. We've not had any issues with claims, because we deal with the very reputable insurance companies. So we will not we also do our due diligence. So if we know that an insurance company is definitely struggling, then we will not get into it because we are actually underwriters.
Okay.
Yes.
So how about the last expense? I know you spoke about the last expense, and you're talking about when it comes to repatriation, you give money. But don't you have a package of, instead of giving money, you do all the thing, the coughing, the taking away, instead of giving money, or you just...
We pay, we give you a payout.
Okay.
Because then again, the logistics of actually doing the repatriation from this end are too technical for the insurance companies at home to handle. So then what happens is you're covered, and then you get a payout. So you can, like she said, use that payout to pay the bills, use it to repatriate the body, use it, because then I'd imagine the repatriation arrangements would have to be made from this end.
Yes.
Yeah, not from the other end. But remember, the cover is from Kenya, not from the UK.
And is that an immediate payout when they tell you someone has passed on?
Oh, yes.
Okay, an immediate payout. Okay, all right.
Within 7 days, actually.
Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So someone might say, because right now in Kenya, I know that we have a lot of mobile money. And someone might say, well, I have mobile money, so I can send money and my mobile money can do this and that like this. So why should I have a bank account? Is it that important for us to have bank account when the mobile money are actually doing almost everything?
Well, Lydia, you cannot buy land using mobile money. Okay. You cannot buy a house.